and welcome to Today I Learned About, the show where we make you dumber by teaching you new things. No matter what your mom told you, we all don't get to be astronauts. Yet, I think deep down somewhere we think we all can if we just choose to be. A spectacular example of this is the delusion of American Idol. The best part of American Idol for me was the beginning of a new season when they'd come on and do the auditions. People would just strut on stage with all the confidence in the world like they were going to win and be the next American Idol. No training, no prior experience other than maybe karaoke, and
every girl in history, she bangs, I'm wasted by the way she...
Thank you.
They eat shit really bad. These people believed in their hearts of hearts that they were actually good. Where did this level of undeserving confidence come from? To me, it seems like it's everywhere. Go online and you see people who didn't even finish high school arguing against people who are experts in their field. I am a doctor. I've spent 7 years in medical school and another 20 years in this field of study. I've written many peer-reviewed exams on this exact subject. Well, I did my research too. I read an article. It was on Facebook. Well, my friend read an article and he told me about it, but he's really smart. I just don't agree. Well, there's this saying, you don't know what you don't know. You have to be somewhat self-aware to even realize that you might not know everything there is on any subject. So this begs the question, is it possible to be too stupid to realize that you're stupid? Turns out, yes, this phenomenon is known as the Dunning-Kruger Effect. In a nutshell, the less you know about a certain subject, the more confidence you can have in that subject. So incompetent people that are too incompetent to realize how incompetent they are will feel super confident about their level of competency. Ignorance truly is bliss, and our brains know this. As a survival mechanism, your brain is like, I need to make this dude think he's awesome or we are fucking dead. If he realizes how pathetic he is, he will literally curl up in a ball and never want to try anything again. So our brains protect our fragile egos by using something called cognitive bias. Your mind manipulates new ideas to fit your already established understandings. Basically, your lazy-ass brain uses shortcuts to make you think you understand things based on similar experiences you've had in the past. Home Depot's motto, you can do it, we can help. Your brain thinks, wow, I can do it. I guess I have watched a lot of home and garden television. They wouldn't let anyone use power tools if they were dangerous. I got this shit. Oh god. Oh, I regret this immediately. I ain't got this. So the way it works on a graph is the y-axis represents confidence. The x-axis represents knowledge. If you only have a superficial understanding of a subject, you have a hard time putting your skills into context. Ironically, beginners overrate their ability, so their confidence is very high. Take driving. Most people on the road only learn the bare minimum to pass what is essentially a very easy exam. Yet 88% of American drivers describe themselves as having above average skill. That is statistically impossible. Every day I see people stopping in merge lanes, forgetting to signal, or saying, I'm a good driver, I just can't parallel park. How many people after they get their license actively try to get better? Most people, as long as they don't get a ticket or get into some sort of accident, think, I'm a good driver. So the next stage is actively improving these skills. As you learn more about a subject, you realize how much more complicated that subject is. Ironically, at this stage is when somebody becomes actually aware of their knowledge and where they truly stand. At this point, they'll realize that improving takes a lot of practice and will be slow going. This creates frustration and lowers confidence. This is when most people actually quit because now they understand how much time and effort it will take to master a skill or a subject. Most people don't learn to parallel park because it actually takes effort to practice. Why learn to parallel park when you can just park 4 blocks away and walk? Next comes mastery. When somebody masters a subject, their confidence goes back up. However, now they take for granted how much they actually know. Because they know so much about a subject and all the little details become second nature. At this point, the brain actually turns on you, making you think everyone has similar level and knowledge, and this messes with your confidence. So experts tend to judge themselves as being more average, overestimating other people's knowledge. So their answers and confidence are restrained while discussing the subject. In comparison, a beginner seems to have more confidence than an expert, and the beginner will seem a lot more certain when talking about this subject. Unfortunately, people tend to gravitate to certainty and confidence, especially when the subject is complicated. Ain't nobody got time to learn biochemistry, but that Tucker Carlson, he sure does look angry and he asks a lot of questions and seems very confident, so he must know something, right? Or this guy on Facebook makes a great point. He says he did his own research, so fuck those experts and their scientific method. By the way, next time you're tempted to argue on Facebook with somebody, know two things. Opinions are the lowest form of knowledge, yours and mine included. Second, don't embarrass yourself by arguing on Facebook. No matter how wrong the other person is and how right you are, you're making everybody else cringe. We are all surrounded by idiots. That driver in front of you, people at work, your significant other, they just make you so mad because they're so idiotic. But how can you be certain that they don't think you're one of the idiots that surround them? Simply by knowing about the Dunning-Kruger effect doesn't matter. The power of the effect protects you from thinking that you are the dumb one I'm talking about. Literally, me thinking I have the understanding to explain this concept is a living, breathing example of the Dunning-Kruger effect. However, hopefully this has shed some light on what's actually happening with people's brains. Hey, don't worry about this guy. You're smart. You watched Dr. Oz. You did a Sudoku once. Yeah, I'm smart. Forget this guy. You know what you're good at? Music. I mean, you can't sing, you can't play an instrument, but you know music. I mean, like, you feel the beat. Yeah, I know music. I'm so good at music. I should become a DJ. And that's why we have so many DJs. Now you know everything there is to know about knowing that you know less than you think you ought to know. So long and stay frosty.
Thank you.